So clearly, not just a pretty face, also very, very helpful. And I will say there's one downside to Annie, I hate to say it, very smelly. They say that the southern tomato can be 4 times as stinky as a skunk, believe it or not. Now, thank goodness, Annie usually only has that smell emit from her glands near her tail when she feels stressed out or upset, or maybe is defending herself against a predator, and there are absolutely no reasons to.
Are they doing all the work?
Very sure. Yes, you're good.
On their perches and branches, and can even use their feet much like we would use. To maneuver through the canopies, not having to fly everywhere you want to go certainly saves quite a bit of energy. Now when they are flying though, of course, what a wonderful, beautiful sight. They're topping speeds at about 50 to 60 kilometers per hour. Now that is as fast as we drive through the towns and the cities that we live in. But how are they going to steer that plane? Well, it is going to be a little bit different than a car and a steering wheel. They have that great big long.
Oh, you're on the opposite side. I'm over on this side.
They're going to use it to shift from
I'm
side
raising
to
my
side
phone.
in order to change directions of their flight. And this
Very sweet, sugary, high-pitched voice, very typical to see in cockatoos. And she's very strongly out here. You see she's harboring a very loud secret. She is in fact one of the loudest. Yeah, not quite that fast, I don't think, but the communication is always there. Now I've made her for the next individual in your presentation. It's not a secret. You want a great big brain entrance for him 4 times a day, every single day. I'm gonna have to the national bird of India. Here he comes. All right, from the grumbles of the crowd, I think you all already know what he is. Shout it out. A peacock, of course. The entire species is the Indian peafowl. Males like him are peacocks, females are peahens, young are peachicks. And we're all pretty sure he's a male. Well, it makes it pretty obvious. He looks quite different from peahens.
On board. There is no eating, drinking, smoking, or vaping while on the train. I also need everyone to please stay seated and on the train with your arms and legs well within the cart at all times. In just a moment, we'll be entering a 40-acre reserve consisting mostly of open woodland. This area serves as a natural refuge for many different wild birds and animals that are native to southern Ontario. The predominant vegetation in this area includes willow, ash, elm, poplar, and a large sheltering white pine forest. Voice Scenic Railway is intended as a scenic ride and not an animal display. Therefore, it will only be by chance that the animals are seen. So make sure to keep your eyes open and your cameras ready. Starting off on our right-hand side, the large white birds you see standing there with the red heads are the whooping cranes. They do get their name from the characteristic whooping sound that they make, and they can get to nearly 5 feet tall, making them the tallest bird in all of North America. African lion. On the left, you can see a couple turtles hanging out on that exposed log in the water. Those are painted turtles, which are a fairly common freshwater species. On the left there, you can see a few mallard ducks hanging out, and a couple ducklings as well, all curled up on the little island. Most of you are probably pretty familiar with mallard ducks. The males, which are actually called drakes, just like the singer, have a very beautiful green head and neck region, whereas the females are more of a dull brown color in comparison. But they are that brown color for a very good. And in the world, there are two different types of elephants, the African elephant and the Asian elephant. Here on safari, we have Asian elephants. The most unique characteristic of an elephant is that trunk that they have. These guys have over 150,000 muscles and ligaments in their trunk, which is more than we have in our entire bodies. Stop at the station. If you have any questions about the tour or safari in general, please don't hesitate to ask and I'll do my best to answer them for you. I'd like to thank you all for coming out today and I hope you have a wild rest of the day here on safari. Just make sure to watch your head and step as you're exiting the train. Lion Safari. My name is Emily and I'm pleased to be your guide here on the African Queen Boat Cruise. As you tour around the lake today, just stay tuned for the night. On the train, and I also need everyone to please stay seated and on the train with your arms and legs loaded in the car at all times. In just a moment, we'll be entering a 40-acre reserve consisting mostly of open woodland. This area serves as a natural refuge for many different wild birds and animals that are native to southern Ontario. The predominant vegetation in this area includes willow, ash, elm, poplar, and a large sheltering white pine forest. The Nature Boys Scenic Railway is intended as a scenic ride and not an animal display. Therefore, it will only be by chance that the animals are seen. So make sure to keep your eyes open and your cameras ready. Which is designed to prevent the extinction of any animal on the planet and allow for reintroduction back into original habitats. The Whooping Crane is a part of this program and we're very pleased to present them to you here. On our right-hand side, the large building you see here is our state-of-the-art elephant facility. African Lion Safari is accredited by CASA and is the founding member of the International Elephant Foundation, which supports conservation, education, and research worldwide. Elephants are the largest living land. Right there, ring-tailed lemurs are one of the larger of the lemur species in the world, although they can leap up to 10 feet in a single bound. To Pinky. Pinky will feed primarily on fish, which she scoops up with that large bill and actually swallows whole. Pink-backed pelicans are one of the smaller of the 8 pelican species in the world, although their wingspan can still reach up to. That would be our marabou stork, whose name is Sammy. These birds stand an average of 4 feet in height when their neck is all the way outstretched, and they are actually scavengers native to Africa. Thank you for joining me on this tour today, and I hope you have a wild rest of your day here on Safari.